Good morning, guys. Today we'll be exploring the 1872 Heritage Railway track here in Jarrahdale in Western Australia. Let's go. So your starting point will be this car park. It's not marked but have enough space, like maybe 10 cars or so. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem to park here when you get here. And then these signs, the green signs, this pole tells you the start of the track is this way. So after the car park you get all the way up, which is the start of the track. Where you're gonna see these old rail tracks. On both sides, this one and this one. And then we're gonna continue straight to take the turn into the hiking track. So as you can see, it's pretty quiet, pretty serene here in Jarrah Forest, and you don't expect it to be crowded or anything. And this pole you shouldn't and probably wouldn't miss. The green one tells you to go left. This VTC sign, so should be easy to spot that this is our hiking trail. So the start is mostly a gravel road. It's pretty flat. It's a pretty good sunny day. In winter it was very rainy week, so when we knew that today would be sunny, well, we wouldn't want to miss it sitting at home. So just outside doing some walking under really nice winter sun in Jarrah Forest. So fresh air, it's really good. So pretty much the first section of the trail is flat gravel road, so it's pretty easy to walk along this road, at least so far in the first section. So I'd say it's very suitable for most people. And pretty much the only thing you can hear sound of your legs walking and birds here in the forest. So before you get to the end of this flat road, which I think is a private property, you will see a sign, the hiking sign, the green one we followed. So we're gonna go down and continue our walk. maybe a bit slippery, especially after hard rain in the last few days, but still very doable. And that's, we still have the old rail track, and in front of us there is like a private farm. But we're gonna be continuing this way, just parallel to the rail tracks. It's really nice day today, especially you guys who visit or live here. July is very rainy, and this week and last week it's very rainy, so today is a welcome change. Really nice winter summer. And the view is really good. It's really nice, really, really nice. So, lots of private properties along the hiking trail and along the rail tracks. So, you just need to stick to the trail, and you should know that by the signs like this one. It tells us to continue our walk this way. Still gravel, but because it was rainy, so just take care of your steps. But like I said since the start, it's really not difficult trail to do. Hiking poles or walking poles may be more helpful, but I'm using now, but to me it's not really that necessary. And now we're gonna do a bit of walking hiking uphill. Still very doable. We are getting into a flat area now. And still all of our walk is pretty much along the rail tracks, and now we're gonna continue our way here, this a bit of flat stretch in our hiking trail. Now we're gonna continue our walk, and it's pretty much still parallel to the railway tracks. And pretty much from both sides you're surrounded by private land, private farms, so you need to stick to the hiking path, which is easy to do really. There are signs all over the place tell you where to go, so shouldn't be a problem. It's pretty much flat most of the time. Gravel flat walkway, so like I said, most people can do this trail easily. It's like, you could say, moderate difficulty or moderate to easy difficulty, so should be enjoyed by most people, I'd say. Bit of rock formation here, so just take care. Like I said, it's mostly flat, so all good. Most of the track is pretty much flat, with the occasional of uphill and downhill slopes, but they are very manageable. and the fresh air is really good. So if you want to have like a bit of a break from the busy city, you can just come here in Jarrah Forest, in Jarrahdale. Lots of hiking tracks, walking trails, different difficulties. Just walking and hiking in general for me just de-stress my mind. That's why today, after a few days of rain and I don't have work today, I didn't want to miss the opportunity. Just enjoy a good walk, a bit of fresh air here in nature. It always delivers and never disappoints. And pretty much you're gonna have the tracks for yourself. Never gets busy, because here in Jarrahdale and WA in general you have like hundreds and thousands of hiking and walking trails, and like 2 million, 2.5 population, so you can always enjoy a trail in a non-crowded setting. That's pretty much guaranteed. And now we get to another info sign, so it tells us to continue our hike this way uphill, and that's what we will do. Now we get to this information sign about our trail, the 1872 Heritage Railway Trail. So there is the 9 kilometers one, which is the long one, and then the loop, which is the smaller one. So we pretty much did the 9-kilometer return from the very start, and now we're gonna continue with the smaller loop to finish it and then go all the way back to where we started. And we have our green sign here, so we won't get lost. And yeah, we're gonna continue now with our trail. very flat section. It's pretty easy. Another sign for our trail, pretty much the same one we met earlier. Now we will continue. Pretty much flat section, very easy to walk. And the slope is a bit up, so I do hope at the end of it we get like a panoramic look of the hills. I think this is the first seat we encountered in our trail where you can take a break, which I would say at some point for some people maybe warranted, even though it's not a difficult trail. It's a bit on the longer side, so some may need to have just like a bit of rest, a bit of water. Yeah, pretty much that's the only seat I've seen so far. It's a pretty good view here of the hills. It's really nice when you consider the fact that I just drove from home, which is the middle of the city, and then you get to enjoy like a natural bushwalk. It's really good. I'm thankful to be able to do that here in WA, Western Australia. Yeah. Pretty much the only thing you can hear is your foot and birds. And today is really good. You don't get many of these days in winter. It's an hour uphill now, mostly gravel. Just watch your steps and it should be alright. think this is one of the a bit of steep sections that the information sign talked about. So you may need to take like intermittent breaks when you go all the way up. You're gonna have to wait and see what we're gonna view from up there. So I'd expect it may get us to what we really want, which is panoramic view of the forest and the hills. It's a bit steep, so expect like a reasonable fitness to be able to go all the way up in this steep incline. But the view and the tranquility and the fresh air is pretty much worth it. So after we finished our steep uphill hike, we're gonna continue the other side, and I think it's gonna be downhill. And as usual, you have enough signs to tell you where to go, and the view from the other side is really good. So yeah, let's continue our trek. I think this is part of the return leg of the loop. Now we have really good view here in this spot. It looks like a fall, but because there is not like heavy rainwater, so you could hear the sound of the water, but it's very limited flow. But still, excellent view here. And now we we'll continue our track this way. Remember, we came from this way all the way up and then down, and then we continue in this flat side, and that's our way. Our sign to continue walking this way, and I think this sign also for horses, so maybe it's possible to do horse riding here in this part of the track. But yeah, we are on the right path. Now we are on our way back. We're gonna finish the smaller loop and then we will continue after that to get to our starting point at the car park. But yeah, try to just not get confused of this correct pathway and wandering into some other area. So you just need to look where are you walking and just stick to your pathway. Looks like there has been some planned burning, which is common here in Jarrah forest because of the risk of bushfires, especially in the summer. So it's very clear sky today, a bit of a breeze and a bit of a winter summer. Perfect for this kind of hikes. Now we continue our way back, so It's a bit on the longer side of hiking. Most of the time it's flat. Few times a bit of uphill and downhill, but there was just one uphill that was a bit steep. But other than that, it's very doable. The only thing is just you may need like little breaks in between. That will depend on your physical fitness. I think, yeah, the rail, I can see it from here. But that's why we're gonna walk this way and then we turn left to go to our first leg of the hike. One of the good things about it, and I mentioned earlier, you pretty much can have it all for yourself. It's not crowded, not many people, or no people actually, so you can just enjoy it and enjoy the peace and quiet. And these are the railway tracks. We came back where we started. So pretty much we are walking back to our starting point the same way we did in the first leg of the track. So I don't think I need to take video of most of it till we get back to our starting point, but pretty much the same, just looking from the other side. Now we are very close to the start. I know it because this yellow flowering just passed by. All in all, it was very enjoyable, albeit a bit demanding because like 9-10 kilometers, some areas uphill, downhill, like one area was a bit steep, but still very enjoyable way to spend your morning if you have like a day off in a weekday or your weekend. And now we are back to the first gravel road we took just after the car park. So yeah, we're pretty close to our car park and finishing the track. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.